off. I'm in the city of Los Angeles, I'm trying to move forward for long. Everyone ain't raised me, I'm ready to stay at heart. Heavyweight in the industry, one cycle.
Live from Cleveland, this is Progressive Field. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Cleveland Guardians. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What do you have on him?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve. And because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Cody Bellinger. And that's off the inside edge. And away we go this afternoon. Hey! The 1-1 is fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. And Belly goes down on strikes.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Anthony Volpe getting ready to hit. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Bieber with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. 1 out, bases empty.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, bases empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The shortstop takes the ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And there's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And he walked him. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So a man at first. It's Aaron Judge now. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. And they put up the stop sign at second.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Way out front for strike two.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
On the ground, could be two. Santana over to second, return throw to first, got him, double play, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. And now the Guardians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. Back here with my pal Singy, and starting in this one, Luis Gil.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Jhonkensy Noel leading things off and takes a strike. Gil, a former Rookie of the Year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1-2.
That one almost got him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. 1 down.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians.
He's done a great job making contact recently. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
That one's in there, 0-1. And there's a foul ball. That one ran inside, almost got him. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. Here's the Guardians lineup now. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Gabriel Arias.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Jose Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two out, space is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Guardians fail to score. We played an inning, no score. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Bieber in his 7th season, 29 years old, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Bieber back to work. And that is out of play. That's in there. And the count is 0-2. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
But Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Whips it across. One up, one down. Austin Wells now at the plate. That one pushed to the left and foul. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Now here is Oswaldo Cabrera. Fastball for a strike. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. Wells at first, one gone. And he grounds one to the right side, and it goes just foul. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. No score here in the second. And a swing and a miss. And it's 2 down.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. In the air to left down the line. Noel sizing this one up. Makes the catch. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied 0-0. Back here in Cleveland, and now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And there's the strike. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
David Fry digs in for the Guardians. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Outside, and now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Austin Hedges stands in. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Wells settles under it and makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. The Guardians go down in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. So there it is. The crew chief has made the decision, and they're going to delay the game. The weather just too much to keep playing right now.
Well, hopefully the break isn't too long. I think this could pass through pretty quickly, Boog, but I'm no weatherman. I do know this. These pitchers want to be able to stay in the game, so we'll see.
Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
No strike.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the wall. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So the batting order turns over. Bellinger up to hit. Led off the game with a strikeout. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Bellinger is an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Bellinger around second on his way to 3rd. The relay throw, and he's in safely at 3rd. And a run comes in to score.
Comes through with the RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runner at 3rd, nobody out. Volpe, the next to hit, worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Late on that fastball. Bellinger at 3rd with nobody out. That one missed. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just
fly ball to right. Brennan hauls it in for the out. One away. Here comes Aaron Judge. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And ball 1.
1-0.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
One down. Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Man at first, 1 away. Liner, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. Two on, 1 out. That's in there, and it's 0-2. And that one upstairs.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and get out of this little jam.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Reached on an infield single his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. Noel on the move to the alley. And that'll do it. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 2 and the Guardians nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Breaking ball inside. Ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Next pitch misses way outside. And a strike in there. Up and in, 3-1 now.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Line drive and foul ball. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk, and that's their first base runner of the game. Now it's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias. That one's upstairs, ball one. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
Here's a 1-1. That's
Two
down
balls,
and in.
1 strike.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Judge getting an angle on it. And there's one down. Here's Brian Rocchio. The shortstop takes the ball. Fouled off to the right. The 1-1 is fouled off. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Bellinger makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field, someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
So the lineup flips over. Jhonkensy Noel digs in for the Guardians. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 1
Thomas
strike.
off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. And the count
1
is
ball,
1-2.
2 strike.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
That one misses, and the count is 2-2. Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Stepping up for the Guardians, Will Brennan. He's 0 for 1. And that's outside. First and second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over, and the throw is late. They couldn't overcome the misplay.
Well, things that lead to big innings other than hits or home runs are, of course, walks and errors, free base runners, and they've been gifted with both so far this inning. And that will make any manager in the dugout just stew a little bit, and I'm sure he is right now.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Inside. 1-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That's in there. And the count 1-1. This one's blistered. No doubt about it. out of here. Grand slam. That's worth the price of admission. It's his 8th home run of the year, and it gives him the lead in the third. It's 4-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to get a grand slam. And that could be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He seized the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
And first offering is fouled off. Breaking ball misses down and away.
So it's easy to be satisfied and get a little distracted after a grand slam, but there's still a lot of work in this inning to do, and you can really deliver a knockout blow.
In the air, right field. And that is that. But they leave their mark on the inning as we get another look at the grand slam. It's now 4-2. This is Guardians Baseball on the Show, Ohio. Back now at Progressive Field. Now the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. And that drops in for a strike.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Just missed.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Nope.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
2-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Good eye in that spot.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. That one fouled off. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Runner at first with no outs here. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there, and that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mixing up the speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
Goldie batting for the second time, and that's strike one. And a foul ball. And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here comes Cody Bellinger. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Thomas. He's got it. And there's two away.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
Anthony Volpe digs in now. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. That's one way to quiet the crowd. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 5-4. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
So 2 down, Aaron Judge at the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's Stanton now. 1 for 2. Just missed.
That's a ball. 1-0.
This one popped up. Middle of the infield. Arias. And that'll do it. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 5-4 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Bottom 4, now it's the DH, David Fry. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter, that's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam!
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
And a ground ball to first. Takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Austin Hedges now. First time up was a pop out. First pitch, not close. That one almost got him.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over-aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
That misses the zone. Ball 3. The Guardians down by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And that is low for ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's Lane Thomas. The walk and a run scored his first time. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Runner holds at second, but they've got something going on here.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That misses. And 1-1. Action in the pen down there. Luke Weaver getting ready to go. Efros also throwing. Hedges, the lead runner, out at second. Thomas at first. One gone. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Bellinger makes the grab. And there are 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Now it's the shortstop, Brian Rocchio. Flied to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike.
0-1.
2 on, 2 outs. In the dirt, blocked. Nothing happening on the bases, though. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Luis Heel won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Marcus Stroman taking over on the mound. He's making his second appearance of the season. And up next for Cleveland, Jhonkensy Noel. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. He caught it behind his back. Gathers and throws, and that's a great play for the out. What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there, and it stuck. That was pretty cool.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Sam Hentges.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Pulls that one foul.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Foul ball, still 0-2. And he dodges that fastball.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Counts full.
And down on strikes he goes. And there's one down.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him walk. That was just nasty.
And here is Austin Wells. Henches, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. 28 years old. And he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014.
No ball, 1 strike.
On the ground right side. Throw on to Santana. 2 up, 2 down. Now it's going to be Oswaldo Cabrera. He is struck out and he is walked. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the Guardians 4.
Funk up the place. We're just trying to dance, yo. Turn up the bass. We about to go. What's about to happen, girl? You already know.
Here in Cleveland, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Will Brennan. And fouled off. Oh, 1 now. On the ground right side. Jazz tosses to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Now it's Jose Ramirez. He's already homered in this game. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
And that one popped to short. Volpe. 2 down. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. And that drops in for a strike.
1-1.
Next pitch is outside. Headed towards the corner. Fair ball. And now the tying run is into scoring position. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
So runner at second, 2 down. David Fry digs in for the Guardians. Line to left. And that's the inning. So one hit is all they get. We're through 5. It's the Yankees 5 and the Guardians 4. And we're back. New inning getting started. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Henches back to work. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. There's the strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Here he is in a spot where he makes most of his money against left-handed pitching. In there, and it's 0-1. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Hammered, base hit. So the one-out hit turns the lineup over.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. Goldie, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Inside. Just missed. Out towards right center field. Brennan sizes this one up. He's got it. 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So up next, Anthony Volpe. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Sam Henches will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Now on the bump, Paul Sewald.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Out in front and foul to the left side. This one in the air. Sewald under this one. But it's the third baseman who gets there to make the play. And that is that. A strong showing there from the Cleveland bullpen. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Yankees 5 and the Guardians 4. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6, and here's the catcher, Austin Hedges. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Here's Lane Thomas now. A walk, and he's also singled. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And now Gabriel Arias. Swinging a foul out of play. Fought off foul. First and second here, no outs. Ground ball to the right side, and it's just foul. That was close.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone. And for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Now, Brian Rocchio.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner around third. The throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. All tied again, 5-5.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
First and second, one out. And here is Jhonkensy Noel. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two on, one out. That one down the line, and that's just foul. And here it comes. Way inside. Thomas at second. Rocchio over at first with one away. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. Just held it back there. Swings and misses, struck him out. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 3 in this one.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. Thomas headed for the plate. He'll score.
Big RBI for him right there. Couldn't get in the air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
And a dangerous base hitter coming to the plate. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Yeah, that's fouled off. Yo, 1. And he takes a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Scott Efros getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Weaver also getting ready. The 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Dominguez settles underneath it, nabs it, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Guardians 6 and the Yankees 5. Back here in Cleveland, we go to the top of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Aaron Judge. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Hard ground ball, base knock. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. 1 for 3. That's towards center. Thomas should have this one. And there's one down. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
That clips the corner. Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting. And now the catcher comes up to him, Austin Wells. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Here comes the Judge around third. He scores to tie it up. Jazz on his horse coming around third. He will score, and the Yankees take the lead.
Oh, that's a big at-bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. A little bit low. Just off the inside edge.
2 balls.
Wells, the runner at second with 1 away. And strike 2. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Squirts away a little bit. He's in there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why it's a
swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put them up by 2. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Paul Sewald done for the day. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Hunter Gaddis.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Dominguez stands in now and watches strike one.
One strike.
And that's in the dirt. And it's 1-1.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He sends it out of here. His second of the year, and they add a couple more. It's 10-6.
He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
So one out, nobody on. And here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. In there for strike one. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him looking. 2 gone now.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
The first one to Bellinger is in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That one ripped left field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. But it's a huge 5-run inning, and it gives them the lead. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Yankees 10 and the Guardians 6. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
You know, these Guardians really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way so far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
Ball one there.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
The next offering misses. Ball 2.
2-2.
And there's a ball.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Swing and a foul straight back.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Next offering is in for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Austin Hedges. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game.
Right through there for a strike.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, you know, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Quickly to second for one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Yankees 10 and the Guardians 6. Here in Cleveland, stepping in, Anthony Volpe.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
Gaddis, 26 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2019. And it's fouled away. And that one clips the corner.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one's got a chance. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. There's a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Runner at second, nobody out. That clips the corner.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
First and second, no outs. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. That one's in there, 0-1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
And it's quickly 0-2 the designated hitter. Volpe, the lead runner at second. Judge on at first with nobody out. Swings and misses, 1 away.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Chisholm stands in here, leaves that one off the inside, and misses inside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
3-0.
In for a strike, now 3-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 11-6.
Now batting, catcher Austin Wells.
2 on, 1 out. Wells getting ready to hit. Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on now, Cade Smith. He last pitched 2 days ago. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Next offering is fouled back. Traffic on the bases with one already in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now it's going to be Oswaldo Cabrera. Pitch is in there. That's strike one. One out, base is full. Now 1-1. Fouled off. He was late. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder Jason
Now it's
Dominguez.
the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. He's already homered here in this one. And a foul ball. Two outs. Clips the corner. 0-2. That got him. And that's going to force in a run. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that's in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now
that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. Last half of the 8th coming up. Yankees 12 and the Guardians 6. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Siggy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Foul ball.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Just off the outside edge, and the count's even at 2. That one is upstairs.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Swings here and blasts one left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon. So up next, Gabriel Arias. First pitch just misses.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1-1.
Thomas stands at second with no outs. On the ground to the left. Throws to first. One gone to the bottom of the eighth.
Now batting, shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. That one clips the outside corner. Strike one.
One strike.
Man at second. Hard hit left side. Throw to first in time. Now a chance for Jhonkensy Noel.
Jhonkensy Noel.
That one almost got him. Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is fouled back. Ball to strike. Well struck right field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead.
He was all over that one. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's it for Marcus Stroman, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
Out of the
New York
bullpen for the
Yankees.
Yankees, Scott Efros. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. So, runner at second, 2 down. Will Brennan will hit next. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Man on second, 2 down. Oh,
No,
he doesn't
that's
get
a
the
ball.
call. And the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Line drive. And it goes just foul. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Now batting, third baseman,
Jose Ramirez, the next to hit. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 12-10. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Base is empty with 2 away. Carlos Santana now at the plate. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
Little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were 50 runs scored in the 2 games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Movement in the Yankees pen. Luke Weaver getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Williams getting loose as well. That one the other way, and it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I got the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Scott Efros is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So they turn to their closer, Devin Williams.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
David Fry getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1. That's the ball.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Line, and that's a base hit. And they hold him at third, 90 feet away with 2 out.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Berg. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Here's the catcher, Austin Hedges. Right side. Chisholm throws to first in time. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Guardians put up 3 on this homer. Through 8 full, you're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now at Progressive Field. And now the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. Smith back to work. That one's in there, and that's strike 1. Foul ball there. That misses. Now 1-2. Good eye right there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one close, ruled the ball. And it's 3-2. And they'll do it again. 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Yankees.
Man at first, nobody out. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone.
Bellinger goes. And that is out of play. Now move to first. Bellinger back in standing. And down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Judge, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Bellinger goes. Ball outside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Judge waits. Just off the inside corner. And that's ball 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. It's 14-10. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Just missed. Stanton leads off first with 1 away. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Makes the grab. 2 down. Now the catcher up to hit, Austin Wells. That one's in there. 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now here is Lane Thomas. Off
That's
the
a
mark
ball.
there. And that's ball
1 ball.
1.
No strike.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Next to hit, Gabriel Arias. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. No outs. Runner on second. And look out.
Yep, that got
as
him.
that one
Take your
ran
base.
in and got him. First and second, no outs. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians.
Ball.
In the dirt. First and second, no outs. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. In the dirt, and the count is 2-0.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
And that's outside. And they're all
That's
loaded
4.
up.
Take your base.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So bases all loaded up. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jhonkensy Noel. And he takes one right on the black. And it's 0-1.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
And delivers outside.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
And that's outside. And that's ball 3. And that one fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
The tying run at the plate. Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. Over to Goldie. That's out number 1. And a run comes in to score. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Devin Williams departs. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
So
New
they
York
turn to the
Yankees.
veteran pitcher in this spot, Mark Leiter Jr. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
Outside.
1-0.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Jazz tosses the first. Now only 1 out remaining. Pivotal at bat now for the dangerous Jose Ramirez. And that one fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Close, but called a ball. 1-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Leiter is just 1 strike away.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Tying run at the plate. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. And that'll do it as they complete the strikeout to end it.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And our final 14-12. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.